Good day, all. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your financial market wrap-up, and this is for Tuesday, the 29th of June, 2021, probably around 5:55 in the afternoon Central Time. Before I get too far, tomorrow, that is when I'm going to be holding my live webinar called What's Up? And how do you get into it if you didn't already get the invite and sign up? During the course here of this video, you'll see an icon up there. Click it. That's the sign-up key. Come in. I open it at 12:15 p.m. You can write me at Epstein. That's IEPSTEIN at Linn. That's LINNLLC.com. Tell me what you want me to cover. Give me the symbols. I'll prepare them before we open up the live webinar. So you can come in at 12:15. You can ask questions then there. At 12:30 I start, and generally you can't get in after that. It gets pretty full. And then away we go. It's about 20 minutes long. I do not post it on the website. You either attend or you miss it. That's how I want to do it. So what is this whole week about? Well, it's about another one of the nails in the coffin. What is jobs data going to look like? We get ADP coming out, I think, tomorrow. We get the Challenger report coming out, and then we get on Friday the all-important jobs data report. Are we going to see big growth of 1 million jobs Friday? Are we going to get another 400,000? That's the range that the analysts have right now. So it's wide, anything can happen. The market's trying to figure out what to do, and if you've noticed, it's a very quiet week. It's a combination of that, and it's the July 4th week coming up. The markets are not open Monday in the normal sense. They open Sunday night in some markets, not all. And then they close by noon, typically on Monday morning, and then they'll reopen at 5. The grains won't reopen that night. They'll wait for the morning of Tuesday. So you got a lot of different things going on. As you take a look, what can you say but bullishness on this market? Look at how it's going here. You're up 13.5 points. It's a new all-time high if the market closed right now. When you take a look at the daily chart, you've been creeping higher. That's the word that I like to use on it. If you flip this over, you can get a count towards 43.50, another 70 higher, real easy. We'll see what goes on. It's been a vertical price rise. Now, what do I mean by that? Look at this. Each day has had a higher high day. You haven't had one day where you've taken out the previous breaks low, and it all began with, if you will, a very quick move to the upside, and then it's been just working higher. That's often how you trap a group under the market. Now, for those of you that have been watching me, did I not say, if it goes like the pattern did here and here, you'll come down this, just what we were talking about. And I said, you got to be careful. It has a habit of not staying there, and then it goes on for new highs. Ta-da, it's happened. So, good things to pay attention to. What else are you doing? This is called the Gorilla Glue. I only call it that because that's the strongest glue that I know that we can all buy. There's industrial glues that are stronger strength, and there's always a new brand, but that's the one that I trust for real strength. Not Flex Seal for glue. Flex Seal is good for other things. And as you look at this market coming up, it's just staying there. It's not giving people even a chance in. And when it does, do you want in front of all these job reports? That'll be the hardest thing for the market. In terms of momentum, so let's see if we're embedded. You cannot count tonight because we don't know how the market's going to finish for Wednesday. But for Tuesday, both numbers were over 80. They were both over 80 on Monday. Not on Friday. So tomorrow determines if the market's going to embed, which is another nail in the coffin. If it does, that's typically bullish the market. But as I said, even if it happens, that puts you right in the gun sights. Do you go into the jobs data? In the NASDAQ, this is the power of an embedded reading. Need I say more? The Dow, just overbought without a trend. Maybe I can even argue here that you actually have lower highs and a lower low. I'm looking at that. This should not be pointing up. With the close today, I should have these arrows pointing down. You're in a downtrend on the swing line. You're over the 18-day average. The two nullify each other, and you're overbought. In the Russell, you have a lower low, higher high, no trend, and you're pretty much caught right now in the Bollinger Bands.
It's going to make you wait and see what that report's going to come. In the VIX, as I told you, I think the pros wrote, past tense, wrote puts. They had another chance today, and I think they're looking for the 18-day average to come out. We'll see if I'm right or wrong in the analysis. In the bonds, you had an outside day down right here, and then you come up and you take out the high of that. I teach that normally what occurs is from there, markets make a run at the closest moving average above the market, there are none, or the upper Bollinger Band. That's where I think it could be headed. I am wrong in that analysis if you take out that day's low. In the 10-year notes, what do we have? Well, you certainly have the lower highs, but you also are now starting to make higher lows. Makes all the sense in the world going into the jobs report. And what number is it hanging at? The neutral number, the 18-day average of closes. Dollar index, to my surprise, got stronger. I did not expect this. I thought that when you lost the embedded reading, that you'd make a run to the 200-day moving average here at 91.45. Until 92.39.5 is taken out, I still think that is the case. In the eurocurrency, are we trying to re-embed? Well, you can't count tonight. So we go to Tuesday's settlement. And on Tuesday, both numbers under 20, both not under 20 the day before. It's just an oversold market that is broken down without a trend. You did have a bearish crossover. I showed you this the other day, right here. And since then, the market has made lower low. That's what I was looking for it to do. In the British pound, the trend is down, still working itself down from there. Bitcoin, higher lows, higher highs. Gee, wasn't this the market that all the so-called analysts were saying, oh, this market's going under 20,000 just this week, last week? So it's come back from the depths of, you know what, under 30, and it's gone up $6,000. But it is back in an uptrend. And until you get back under this number, no, I don't agree with them. Momentum up, bias up, trend up. Until you get under 32,750, still looks to me like it wants to go higher. Look at this differential in Brent and WTI. And I'm showing this today only. I'm taking it off the board. Tomorrow, the August Brent goes off the board. But I might as well finish it up to just show you, and we'll move to September on that. But in the August Brent, you can see probably coming back to that 18-day average. There was bullish news today for the from the API. They showed 8.2 million barrel draw in crude. Now, it was offset to a degree because gasoline saw a build and so did distillates, but it was still a net 5 million plus draw. That was friendly. And what that did is it kicked up. Now, after markets, you're up a little bit here, but are we trending? No, you're terribly overbought. The money was made up here, and now the market's sort of drifting on you, and it's losing an embedded reading. I follow what I teach. If you lose an embedded reading, and let's go back if I can another day, you lost it on, you had it on Monday, you lose it on Tuesday, today's close, and you haven't gained it back right away. You guys can own it. If it re-embeds by the end of the day, great. If it doesn't, that's fine with me too. Gasoline from the upper band, challenging the 18-day average, that line in the sand, and trying to hold it. So, as you can see, that arrow's there because that's going to go way on you tomorrow, the last trading day. You don't want to be around that. You know, one of the things I do in the morning is I try to teach and prepare you. For those of you that like what I do here, I'm quite aggressive in the morning. I mean, really aggressive. That's where I'm saying, I think you should buy here. I want you to sell there. I want your stop here. I want you to do this. That's what you get. And guess why? Early in the morning, I'm prepping you maybe for your own ideas. You're thinking, what does the chart look like? I'm going to go see what Ira's done. You can slide on the bottom on our website, go into the energies. You can look at the competing things on the spiders and ETFs. I do one video set at 5:40 in the morning for the futures. The next one I do is at 8:40, and that's because once the spiders open, they're based on what the futures do. But I have so many traders in these spiders and ETFs as that is growing. What's happened is they want me to cover that because it helps them with their trade. And, you know, they can trade outside of the irregular tickers. You know how that works.
I have approximately 40 videos, not 30, on these spiders. This is what they cover, and I do cover, as you know, I'll go into Apple, GM, GameStop, I'll cover the hot stocks of the day, ARK, everything else. The idea there is give you something to work with at a time element that might make sense for you before the markets open. So how do you get more information out of this and work with it? It's pretty simple. Just go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. When you're there, the word research, just go right to that. So that's how you're going to get there. And remember, do not write me at Ira Epstein if you're writing me questions. It's iEpstein@linnllc.com if you have questions about technical parts. I will answer you if you're a paid subscriber of mine. I will answer you if you want me to cover something in the webinar, but I get a lot of people that are not paid subscribers and they want me to help them with some technical analysis. I don't do that. I want to be paid for what I do, just like you pay your doctor, your lawyer, whatever that might be. I'm Ira. You have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.